Nantapong. Okay, I see your face.
Okay.
And I can hear you as well. Waiting for your screen.
Can you hear my voice?
Yes, clearly.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Nantapong Songsiaiam. I'm principal teacher at Songsiaiam University, and I will presentation today webinar on teaching English listening for ELL students by using ELLLO.
Sorry, Nantapong, can you share the screen?
Yes.
We cannot see.
Before we going start, I'm going to record and share my screen with you.
Yes, perfect.
Just a moment.
All right, we can see your screen now.
Okay. This topic for webinar today, teaching English listening for ELL students by using ELLLO. So there are four main skills in English in any language, basically, which is reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And today I'm going to talk a bit about listening skill. Okay, this in for today webinar. One, you can understand the meaning of listening. Two, why to teach listening. Three, to help you teach listening. And four, tips for developing listening skills. And this is John says, what John Field said, what he argued that listen that student can find main idea because they couldn't remember the words they heard. They will be able to extract fact only if they can if they can memorize word and understand most of the word they hear. Okay, what is listening? About it, listening is the ability to accurately receive and interpret message in the communication process. And listening is key to all effective communication. Without the ability to listen effectively, messages are easily misunderstood.
Listening test.
Okay, before we start, I have a shorter video for you to watch. Okay.
A. Heidi, as a news waiter found. B. Of course. Listen again. A. Heidi, as a found. B. Of course. As a found. Choose wisely.
Okay, after you watch and listen this video, I have some question for you. What do you think is the more difficult thing about English listening?
I think maybe it's because of the accent.
The accent, yes.
Pronunciation?
Pronunciation?
Maybe she's talking too fast.
Talking too fast? Okay, this is difficult for a learner have with listening. Okay. What the difficult to learner have with listening about is connected speech, accent, and intonation. about the connected speech. Example, when you say with someone, not at all, it will be not at all. You hear that sound join in the vowel sound. Another example of this is pick it up. But if you connect the sound, it will be pick it up. So connected speech make is a very difficult for learner to understand what is being said, and how can we solve this problem. Well, first, we need to make sure that our students are aware of this feature of connected speech, and we need to give them examples so that they can raise their awareness of them. Then, when they are doing or after they have done a listening activity, provide them with the transcript, get them to listen again, and highlight the feature of the connected speech that they can hear, which may make students understand more. Another thing that make listening difficult for learner is accent. As we know, English has many accent, which is which are wide variety of accent from different English speaking countries. So to solve this problem, you must acknowledge learner to do more intensive listening practice. This is listening for pressure. For example, listening to song, podcast, TV show, or films. As for the problem for teaching listening for teacher, what do you think? Okay, and this is problem of teaching listening skill for teacher, such as limitation, engagement, and time. It is listening about its ability to retain chunk of the language for different length for short period. Ability to discriminate between distinctive sound for the target language. Ability to recognize rate pattern of word, and ability to distinguish word boundaries. Okay, why to teach listening? About 45% of our time communicating involves listening, 30% speaking, 16% reading, and 9% writing. And no teacher talk. No teacher talk is mean in teaching Thai language is mostly used in teaching, which should teach student and English so the student can develop listening skill. And the last one is most of the learner fail in the listening test. Okay, this is tuned to help listening. It's called ELLLO. ELLLO or English Listening Lesson Library Online. Okay, which is an online lesson that help improve the listening skill of learner. Collection of over 1,500 free listening lesson. Uh, each lesson comes with a script audio, a quiz, and audio support. Okay. You can select the listening which are many country. to shoot from to improve your listening skill, which can help you become familiar with different accent. And you can select search and select a topic, country, and level to improve listening for learner. Okay, this is tip for developing listening skill. Step one, pre-listening, predicting from the picture and little and title. You can uh, keep picture on the board, and you might print off out whatever in depend on your text. You might show in on chat screen. If you do it online, you put a picture up that is linked to a listening and that you going to listen to. And you could put the title up there and you get them to talk up in pair. What do you think will be in the audio? Okay, step two, teaching during listening. Make sure a learner can hear the sound. Play select audio containing the target chunk. You don't need to play more than 10 to 15 seconds of each audio. And learner listen, trying to catch and note down the target chunk. And the last step is reflect on the audio story. This summary, when you using ELLLO to teach student, we allow student to acquire listening skill in many form because in ELLLO different accent allows student to practice listening in many accents. ELLLO can help develop student listening skill as well. For today, I thank you everyone for attention.
All right, thank you, the presenter, Nantapong Songsiaiam. Yeah, thank you very much. It's time for the question. Just 2 or 3 questions. It's okay. It's okay for him. Marchai, yes, thank you. Go ahead.
Have you used this method in your class before?
Sorry?
Have you ever used this method in your class before?
Yes. I ever use this method for student uh, uh, level level 4 and in this in at school.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So will you use this method in the future?
Yes. I believe I can I can use this method in the future.
Perfect. Is
Okay.
an online website to learn, right? It's an online website, right?
Yes, this is on our website.
It's like learning material.
Yes.
สื่อการเรียนการสอน
Yes.
Okay, things like that. Okay, sounds good. Piyada, you're going to speak now, right?
Yes, may I ask a question?
Question first, okay.
Nantapong, what is the important thing in developing listening skill in your opinion for students?
In my opinion, I think it's great help in developing student listening skill. First, student must have a positive attitude toward English, and gradually introduce students listening skill, starting with the simple things to motivate them. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. There is a question in the chat box from Songgram. A lot of icons fly over the screen. You got a lot of fans. How will you adapt this teaching strategy to your class? Songgram asks you. In the future, how will you use this ELLLO in your classroom?
I will use ELLLO in this card about listening. Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good. One more question before we move on to Piyada. Piyada, stand by, okay? One last question
All
from
right.
anyone. From anyone. If there's a question, I will ask by myself. Nantapong, I am interested in your ELLLO that you presented. I heard it for the first time today. ELLLO. So, how long have you been using ELLLO by yourself? Have you been using by yourself? This one?
4 to 5
4 to 5
ครั้ง
months or days or weeks? How long have you been using it?
4 to 5
Times?
yes.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Thank you. Thank you very much. Nantapong Songsiaiam. Okay, perfect. All right. Yes. Then the last